Hey, what's up everyone? Chris here from Brick Players Union, and in this video I'm going to share with you my LEGO MOC Octan Flatbed truck. So let's check it out. So it's time for another green vehicle in the rotation, and I wanted to build another Octan vehicle. But instead of building another race car like some of my previous builds, this time I decided to build a truck to haul those race cars around. Now, when it came to deciding what kind of truck to build, I started by looking at some of my previous builds for some inspiration. Now, I already have set 60025, the Grand Prix truck from 2013, which is a great set that already has the Octan branding and the Octan color scheme. But it is from the LEGO City theme, and as you can see, it's only big enough to haul around this smaller Grand Prix car. And since my mock race cars are a little bit bigger, that meant that the truck to haul them around would have to be bigger too. So next, I looked at the Scuderia Ferrari truck, set 8654 from 2005, which was part of the Racers theme, and its more recent update, the F14T and Scuderia Ferrari truck, set 75913 from 2015, which was part of the Speed Champions theme. Now both of these are really great sets too. I really like the two-piece tractor-trailer design, and I especially like the play features of both, so this style was definitely in the running. Then I looked at another Ferrari truck, which is called Ferrari Truck, set 8185 from 2009, which was also part of the Racers theme. Now, this truck has a one-piece design, which is a little bit shorter, but it still has a lot of play features like its big brothers do. Now, I really like this one-piece design, and as you can see, I've already built a mock Lamborghini transport truck inspired by it, so obviously this one was also in the running. Now, I also considered some trucks that I have from the LEGO City theme, like set 60027, the Monster Truck Transporter from 2013, and set 60060, the Auto Transporter from 2014, both of which are really cool sets too, but they're also very basic, and I wanted to build something with a little more to it. So then for even more inspiration, I went to brickset.com and I typed transporter in the search bar. And after a little scrolling, I came across the fire transporter set 4430 from back in 2012. Now, this is a two-piece design with a tractor and a trailer that is part enclosed trailer and part flatbed, which I thought was a really cool design, so I decided to use this as the inspiration for my mock. Alright, now let's take a look at the mock, and we'll start with the specs. It has a combined overall length of 48 studs cabin trailer with the ramps up, and 58 studs with the ramps down. The cab has a main body that is 6 studs wide, with the mudguards bringing the overall width to 8 studs. It is 18 studs long, and it is 8 2/3 bricks tall to the top of the roof, and it's 10 bricks tall to the top of the smokestacks. Now the trailer is 8 studs wide for both the shop area and the flatbed. It is 35 studs long ramps up and 45 studs long ramps down. The trailer deck is 3 bricks tall, and the trailer shop is 10 1/3 bricks tall to the top of the roof. Now, as for the build itself, from the start, I knew I wanted to use these really cool cabin trailer chassis pieces. Now, the cab chassis has these large Technic holes on all 4 sides, which makes studs on side building really easy. It also has 6 built-in wheel snaps that accommodate both small and large tires. And it also has a pre-molded suspension, which I think adds a nice little touch. And the trailer chassis adds 4 more built-in wheel snaps, and it also has a built-in gooseneck. Now for the cab, I went with a cab over design, which has a pretty flat front, but I did give it a little bit of contour down here by the front bumper. I gave it a set of smoked out lights, and I also gave it the red and white stripes of the Octan color scheme. From the side, here's a look at the gas tank that also includes a step, which along with the grab handle makes getting into the cab a breeze. I also gave it a set of 1x3 functional doors and some 2x2 windows to let some light into the sleeper section of the cab. From this angle, we get a better look at the smokestacks, the third brake light up top, and for fun, I added this pre-molded skull with a set of brake lights for the eyes. Up on the roof, I used this 4x6 wedge with the Octan sticker, and I continued the red and white stripes using some 1x4 bowed bricks. Inside the cab, it has a pretty standard layout with some 2x2x2 seats in red, a white city steering wheel, and even a snack for the driver up front. And in the rear is a bed with some storage down below. Alright, now let's take a look at the trailer. And as I mentioned earlier, I used this pre-molded chassis as a base. And since the rear part of the trailer was going to be a flatbed, I started by putting on the wheels and the mudguards to see how much I would have to build up to make the flatbed level. Now, that height ended up being one brick, which was enough room for two sets of these 1x3 doors on both sides, creating these pass-through storage compartments for tools or for other equipment. Now, building the deck at that height also gave me enough clearance to stack the loading ramps in here between the wheels when they're not in use. And I even built a couple of clips in here to keep the ramps securely in place. And when you want to use the ramps, you just slide them out here one at a time and clip them into these 2x3 tiles with the built-in clips. Now, when it came time to build the enclosed part of the trailer, at first I was only going to make it as big as the top of the gooseneck, but that would have only been 7 studs by 8 studs, and I thought it would have been way too small. So I extended it down onto the lower deck here to take advantage of some of the unused space in front of where the cars are parked. As for the shape of the enclosure, I didn't want to just build a plain old box, so I used some of these 1x10 bricks with the long bow to make the roofline more aerodynamic. And as you can see here, it continues the flow of the roofline of the cab up front. And from this angle, you can see that I continued the red and white stripes from the cab up front, and since the cab is 6 wide and the trailer's 8 wide, I built them one stud in so they would line up. Alright, now let's take a look inside. And to get inside, we go through this set of double doors and up a set of steps where we have a computer desk with dual monitors, a keyboard, some storage down below, as well as a swivel chair for the operator. Alright, there you have it, my Lego MOC Octan Flatbed truck. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, you can let me know by giving me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do. That is always greatly appreciated. And if you have a minute before you go, please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. I'd also like to give a shout out to Andrew White, Chris Dato, Lighting Bug, and Leslie Chambers. And if you'd like me to give you a shout out, let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to do so in an upcoming video. And on that note, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.